Good morning, viewers. Welcome back on Diversity The Report. I'm Salma.
And I'm Septia.
As always, we'll bring you the most updated and reliable news from Indonesia and from around the world.
The first news, we have domestic news. On Sunday, October 20, 2024, Prabowo Subianto and Gibran Rakabuming Raka were officially inaugurated as the president and vice president. This inauguration took place in MPR or DPR RI in Jakarta. Many people, especially Gen Z, have a good hope for a new cabinet Prabowo Gibran. That was conveyed by several young people who were interviewed by our reporter, Zaki.
What are your hopes for the new cabinet Prabowo Gibran in the future, especially as Gen Z?
Harapan saya sebagai mahasiswa atau Gen Z itu lebih memaksimalkan dari masing-masing kabinetnya untuk pengerjaan tugasnya dan juga pengerjaan dari segi keefektifan dari pengelolaan dari masing-masing kabinet, terutama dari kabinet Menteri Pendidikannya, karena mungkin lebih mementingkan bagaimana sikap pada mahasiswanya dan juga bagaimana meringankan beban mungkin pada masyarakat.
Kalau saya satu-satu mungkin ya, kalau saya mungkin agar programnya itu cepat terlaksana lah, karena kalau kita lihat dari janji-janjinya kan bagus gitu, programnya bagus-bagus ya, semoga cepat terlaksana lah, karena kan belakang-belakang ini sebelum-sebelumnya juga banyak program-program yang bagus, cuman agak lambat mungkin terlaksana gitu ya, mungkin agak cepat lah ininya agar nampak dia kerja itu kan. Kalau
clean sudah, maybe that's all.
Kalau harapan saya untuk kabinet Prabowo, jadi kemarin kita sempat dengarkan kalau para menteri itu wajib militer. Jadi kalau bisa bukan hanya para menteri yang diwajibkan militer, tapi semua pejabat sampai ke bawah. Jadi DPR, lalu ke pemerintah daerah itu diwajibkan militer. Jadi bukan berarti karena pemimpinnya itu militer wajib militer, tapi ya itu hitung-hitung mencerminkan calon pemimpin lah, seperti yang ditunjukkan oleh Islam tuh, pemimpin tuh emang harus perkasa, gagah gitu, seperti itu. Dan harapan yang kedua sih, karena kalau kita lihat dari susunan kabinet merah putih ya, namanya seperti yang dinamakan Prabowo kabinet merah putih, para menteri itu ya walaupun masih ada beberapa yang mungkin belum tepat penempatannya, tapi semoga bisa berjalan dengan baik lah. Dana negara bisa dimanfaatkan sebaik mungkin agar tidak terjadi penyelewengan dana seperti yang terjadi sebelumnya.
Especially for Gen Z yang sekarang juga menempuh sebagai mahasiswa pendidikan gitu. Saya sangat berharap bahwa di kabinet tahun sekarang kesejahteraan guru itu bisa tercapai gitu. Juga kemerataan dalam bidang pendidikan, karena di beberapa wilayah, terutama di wilayah saya sendiri itu masih ada keterbelakangannya pendidikan. Harapan saya untuk Kemendikbud tahun sekarang dalam kabinet Prabowo ini, semoga kemerataan itu bisa dilaksanakan dan bisa tercapai secara merata.
Now we move on to the international news. Rapper, hip-hop icon, and music producer Sean Combs, or better known as P. Diddy, who on November 16, 2023 was reported to the U.S. District Court in Manhattan by his ex-girlfriend and also R&B singer Cassandra Ventura for alleged serial physical abuse, sexual slavery, and rape during their 10 years relationship.
Now that the case has entered the trial stage, according to Tony Busby, who is a prominent lawyer in Texas, United States, there are a total of 120 new lawsuits whose victims are 60 women and 60 men, of which about 25 clients were minors when they experienced abuse. To find out more about the development of this case, we will directly connect with our reporter on the ground, Zaki, who is in New York.
That's right, Septia.
P. Diddy, who is known as a rapper, hip-hop icon, and famous music producer, is now facing serious problems. Currently, P. Diddy is still incarcerated in federal prison in Brooklyn after prosecutor's office rejected peace money from P. Diddy's side because he was considered to threaten the safety of the victim. Another lawyer revealed that there were 3,000 claims of sexual harassment and blackmail alleged against P. Diddy from 1661 to 2024 from various countries, ages, and professions, mostly from the world of the music producer. From the information we get, if P. Diddy is found guilty, he will face imprisonment for a minimum of 15 years and a maximum of life. That's all for our report. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Jackie, for the report. It looks like this case will be one of the most attention-grabbing cases this year because it involves many parties.
That's right, Satya. A case like this certainly has a big impact, not only on P. Diddy's career, but also on the victims who dare to speak out. And we will continue to monitor the progress of this case and provide further reports to you, our viewers.
And that's all for today's news. We'll be back with you every Sunday at 9 a.m. See you soon!